Hello friends, are you curious to know how to achieve a glam and gorgeous look in a super simple way? Then this is the video for you because I'm going to be showing you step by step how to get there, and if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel again. I hope you're having an amazing day, and if this is your first time in my channel, my name is Mervice and I'm super happy that you're here. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I will be showing you step by step how to get to a glam look without a lot of different products, without a lot of different steps. So of course I am starting with kind of like a little bit of a base because I did do my makeup this morning. It took like less than 10 minutes. So all I have right now is concealer, a little bit of mascara, blush, and powder because I do have to powder my face because I have oily skin. As you see, I already have a little bit of oils showing up on my face. So we are going to show you today how to get to a glam look even if you don't have anything on your face right now. So if you want to know, let's make this super quick, super simple, and stay tuned. All right, I got a little bit closer so you can see well. And the first step for me, because I have oily skin again, it's going to be using some kind of oil control like sheets, or you can just go ahead and use a simple, paper towel. That's what I'm going to use because we're going to make this simple. So all I'm going to do is just blot my face and make sure I don't have anything like any oils to begin with. And like I said, I do have concealer on my face, but since I want to show you kind of how to get just a whole entire look without having to do much, I am going to start by applying a little bit of concealer again. Alright, so the concealer I'm going to be applying is the Tarte Shape Tape. I did apply earlier the Tan Deep Sand, which is kind of like similar to my skin tone, but I'm now going to apply a little bit of Tan Sand. And what you're going to do, if your skin has a lot of concerns, so let's say you have acne, scars, or you have any kind of problems that you really need to cover up, I would say choose a concealer that is just the same than your skin tone, or a foundation. Again, you can use liquid, powder, whatever you like, or whatever you have available with you, so you don't really have to buy anything. That's kind of the main thing that I've been wanting to show you guys, that you don't have to go ahead and buy everything that YouTubers show you or influencers show you. You can always be creative and use what you have at home. So I am going to use a color that is a little bit lighter than me because I already applied something that is similar to my skin tone. I do not have any acne marks or like acne spots right now, or dark spots, so I don't need to cover that. So I'm going to do real quick, look at my mirror. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot a little bit of the concealer underneath my eyes, and again, this is going to be a little more brightening because I do want a more glammed up look. If you don't like that brighten up kind of thing, you don't have to. You can just apply the concealer that is exactly the same than your skin tone, or you can do both. So you can apply a concealer or foundation all over your face as your skin tone, and then apply something a little bit lighter to highlight the center parts of your face. And as you see, I am doing kind of like a patting motion because since I already applied product and I did have a little bit of powder underneath, I do want to make sure that everything is blended and it doesn't look like I have too much makeup or like the makeup is sitting on top of the skin. I want it to blend really, really nicely. What I did also was to leave the concealer just a second in my face, as I spoke in Spanish in my other video. Probably left it a little too long on my forehead. I don't like it to sit too long on the forehead because I don't actually like it too light since I have a big forehead. I would say if you have any areas of concern, do leave the concealer a little bit on that area. So if you're doing the under eye for the first time, leave it for a couple of seconds so it can start drying up, and that will help with the coverage as well. Alright, so now my face is all brightened up and I think it looks a little better, especially if we want something more glamorous. So a next step for me, it is powdering. So when it comes to using powders, you have two options. First, if you have oily skin, you might want to powder, either like a loose powder or a pressed powder is good. If you have normal to dry skin, maybe you don't need to powder depending on which concealer you use or which kind of foundation you use. However, if you do choose to powder and you need a little bit more coverage, I would say it's good to use a powder foundation because that will give you a little bit of extra coverage. One of my favorites is the Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation. I also like the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder foundation from the drugstore if you're looking for like a good drugstore option. As far as like loose setting powders, there is a bunch of drugstore options as well. I haven't tried a lot because I'm trying to finish this one. This is the Mercier. So what I'm going to do, because I feel like I don't need a lot of extra coverage, I'm just going to apply the Mercier one. But again, if you do need extra coverage, please go ahead and do it. And when you apply the powder, just use like a fluffy brush or something that is not going to grab a lot of product. I like this one because I can get underneath my eyes and I can powder the center part of my face without a lot of having to do a lot of work. And as you see, I'm applying the powder only in the center parts of my face just to help those areas that I get the most oily. Alright, and the next step to finish the face is going to be blush, highlight, and contour. You don't have to do these steps if you don't want to, but I do. So I picked this little palette that is from Pretty Vulgar Cosmetics. This is called the Nesting Bitch Face. It is a gorgeous little palette that I have been trying for the last couple of days, so I did wanted to give it a try. You can always pick individual products that you like, so let's say your blush, your bronzer and highlight, or you can miss any of the steps that you don't like. For me, I love blush, so for sure if I want to feel glam, I have to apply blush. The contour is something that I apply sometimes I don't, but I think it does help with like chiseling your face. And then highlight, which I feel like it just helps with a glam up look. So again, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I am going to go through those steps real quick. And as you see, this is going to help with also warming up the face, since I did apply a color that looks a little bit light on me. So again, I'm only applying here in this area, kind of like the to mark the cheeks, then also underneath my cheekbone and on my forehead in this area. And finally, I'm going to apply it also on my nose. So I use the remainder on the brush, and if the brush I feel like it doesn't have anything, I'll grab very, very lightly, and I will just do it kind of like in this to highlight the bridge or hide a little bit of the bridge of my nose, and then also we kind of like just do it a little bit here. Alright, and now we're going to go with blush. So the way that I like to do this, I grab a blush brush and I grab a little bit of product, kind of tap off the excess, and then I'm going to first kind of just dab on top of my cheeks, starting kind of like in the mid part of my cheeks. Sometimes I start in the back, and then after I kind of tap, then I like to blend it in this way, like circular motions kind of towards the hairline. And depending on your face shape or what you like, you can only apply it here, but I like to apply it in my whole cheeks. And then the excess, I like to apply it here. I just lately like how it looks, and I love a lot of blush, so I'm not shy with it. Alright, now the last step for the face today is going to be the highlight. So I am going to be applying the highlight here in the palette. I have other highlights that I love more, but I'm making it super simple today. I'm grabbing the same brush and I'm kind of just squeezing it so it can make a little bit of like a thin kind of shape on the brush. Hopefully the camera is focusing because today is being a pain. So, and I'm going to apply it in the highest points of my cheek, and then I'm also going to apply it here in the center of my nose, Cupid's bow, and that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much all. So now the next step we're going to move to is going to be the eyes, which again, I want to make it super, super simple. So what we're going to do is just pick, if you want to apply eyeshadow, it's optional. You can apply eyeshadow. If you're not going to apply eyeshadow, I would say just use whatever powder you have, just to kind of set the eye area before we go in with eyeliner. So this is what I'm thinking today. We can do either some kind of eyeshadow with eyeliner or no eyeshadow and eyeliner. I feel like the eyeliner, it really helps with the glammed up look without having to do much. So if you know how to kind of how to line your eyes, then this will be perfect for you. If you don't, then just go with an eyeshadow and then apply, you know, like a little really nice coat of mascara, or maybe two if you like that kind of look. So let's just get on with it. So for the eyeshadows, I did wanted to mention a couple of options that you can think about if you don't have anything and you do want to get something. So there are some kind of like eyeshadows that come in this kind of format that is super easy to use in like one step. e.l.f. has some that are amazing. This one is from ColourPop. I picked this one just because of the color. Might end up using this one all over my lid. Again, you don't have to. NYX has some amazing like single shadows. If I were to pick one, I would have picked this little one that is called Golden Peach. It's like a peachy color, very cute. You can also go with one eyeshadow from one of your favorite little palettes. This is a quad from Wet n Wild. If I were to pick this one, I probably would have picked maybe like this color over here, the pinky color. I think whichever of them is really nice and just super easy to throw it all over your eyes. I'll have some like mini quads that are super affordable, $4, and they have amazing formula. So you can go with something like well, doesn't want to open, but you can go with something like gold, you know, like this one, or this kind of gold. You can also pick something a little bit more red, just whatever you like. Pick one color, one shadow. I like more of like the shimmery metallic because I think it looks a little more glam, but if you don't want to do that, you can also go with matte. And I ended up deciding that I'm going to apply this Fenty duo that I have. I'm going to apply maybe this orangey color, play a little bit with the pink. That's just because I want, but to be honest with you, you can go with whatever color you want and whatever method you want. I'm going to start applying with my fingers, and then I'm going to blend it all out with a brush. And as you see, I'm getting kind of really close to my crease because that's where we're going to start to blend it all outwards. So that way we can have a little bit of product to blend out, and I'm getting really close to my eye, and that's pretty much all. Alright, and just like that, everything is starting to look more put together. So now next step is going to be eyeliner. So I have two options for you. The first one that I could use is the Physicians Formula. This is the, it has a super long name. It's the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. This is one of my super old time favorites. And one that is a little bit more newer discovery. It's a Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's not new at all, but it's new to me. I am loving the formula for this one. And more than the formula, the brush is super nice to use. I can't speak today. Anyways, let's start doing this, and then I'm going to do one little coat of mascara, which I'm going to be using the Lancôme Monsieur mascara. So I'm just gonna do a little coat of this, and I'll be right back. Alright, and as you see, we're done. So I applied the liner. I didn't do like a super thick line. I don't like it too thick, so I think to me this is perfect. I applied one coat of mascara. Remember that I already had one before, so if you want to apply 2 coats, some people like even 3, you can go ahead and do it, but for me this is good. You could also line the inside part of your eyes with a black liner, and over here the lower lash line, you could do like a white liner to make your eye look even bigger. And to help with my eyes looking bigger, I did apply the liner only to like half of my eye, so up until here only, so that way my eye can look bigger. If you apply all the way to the inside of your eye, it's gonna look smaller. So just a little quick tip. And now I'm going to with the last step, that is going to be lips. What is more iconic than a red lipstick? Or what is more glamorous than a red lipstick? I don't know. So I did decide for a red lipstick. So I'm going to be applying a little bit of a liner. This is just a regular liner I have, the Jump Blue liner. It's just like a red liner. And I'm going to be applying the MAC Red Rock, which is a matte lipstick. It's a gorgeous matte lipstick. I also have Ruby Wood, which I really love, but I wanted to try this one out today. So let's just get on with the application. Alright, my friends, so as you saw, super simple steps. I did add a couple of steps in case that you were, curious or you wanted even more glammed up, but I think this looks really amazing knowing that it is something that I started with the base that had been on my face for like 6 hours and I still was able to glam it up. I don't think anyone would believe this eyeshadow took only like maybe a minute or less because it was only one eyeshadow that I used. The red lip, I think it just makes everything come out super nice and make it more glam. You could opt for like a pink lipstick. For me, I like red more at night, but I think if it was during the day, I probably would have done maybe like a hot pink or maybe like a bright orange color as well. I think it would have looked super nice with this look. Just giving you a couple of options. It was super fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you do have any questions or any comments, please let me know down below. I'm always super happy to hear from you guys. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this super easy quick tutorial. Love you guys a lot, and I hope to see you back on my channel. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you go. Subscribe to my channel if you want to keep watching more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!